Well, one of the things I did want to ask you, is we did talk a little. You did talk about taking Eva with you. Uh, was that a difficult choice?
No, not at all. My kid is now. She already does 20, 30-mile bike rides by herself on her own bike. They've been spending a lot of time at the house. She's been spending way too much time on the TV. And I just want to get her out of the house. I want to spend the next month doing the same old thing. So taking her with me is going to give her some pretty awesome experiences.
Okay. And we've talked about some cool goals that if everything goes great. One of the things I did want to touch on there is you'd like to see this not just be a 30-day ride, but you'd like to see this be the start of the transcontinental ride, even though realistically this may be a preliminary trip and that may be a secondary trip for next year. But if funding comes through, if we can get some content out while you're on the road, I don't know, maybe just talk about that a little bit, what you'd like to see happen in that area.
I'm sorry, why?
Well, one of the goals I think at this point would definitely be that this isn't the start of a 30-day ride, but this is the start of the ride.
The plan was never to do a 30-day ride. I asked for a certain amount of funding, and I got offered a certain amount, and that's what I got. So that's what I got to use. And if I had been able to raise enough money, then my whole family would just spend a year on the bikes, and we'd all be living together right now.
And one of the numbers I think I've seen is you think you could get something like 50 interviews if you were going across the country at least.
I currently have about 25 people that want me to come to their house, talk to them.
Across the country?
Yeah, that number.
Not just between here and San Francisco.
Yeah, all around the United States, there's people everywhere. A lot of people ask me if I'm going to their area. A lot of people ask me if I can meet with them. I can see myself going all over the country zigzagging to meet people. You know, that would be the whole... That would set the whole course of the trip with me. Now I meet you. So today I'm going to go up to Michigan to meet you. That's what I want to do.
So, if people continue to donate when you're on the road, if you get some success with the early content, would you continue writing?
I would, but I can't convince Darlene to leave her job for an extended period to go on a bike ride without some type of guarantees. So without a certain amount of funding, there's no way I can get her on board.
Mm-hmm. So, on just looking at the short ride, you know, let's talk about what can go wrong. I mean, what are you afraid of?
I'm afraid of big hills, flat tires. Been riding my whole life, so you always have to be afraid of cars. Yeah, that's just probably right in your leg. Afraid of not having enough money. Afraid of running out of money. But, afraid of my kid not having a good time.
That's kind of key.
Yeah,
You can't drag her across the state, let alone across the country, if she's not having a good time, can you?
If she's not having a good time, I'm not having a good time.
Yeah.
You won't know right away whether this is going to work or not. And if we didn't, reach into the trip and it's just miserable, then there's no point in continuing. It's just isn't going to work. So that's my biggest fear, is that she's not going to be happy. But other than that, there's, not really too much that I'm afraid of.
You're not a person who has a ton of fear left in them. That's kind of my read on you.
Yeah, except in the swimming pool. I know what I can do. Physically, I know my limits. And, I have to trust in myself, as a man, to know. And I believe in what I can do, so, this is something I got, no problem.
Okay. This last thing is kind of less about the ride video and maybe about doing something with the swimming pool video. When I first met you, and we went to the beach, not when we first met, but at a certain point a few years ago, we went to the beach, and that was, you weren't getting anywhere near the water. So talk about what your fear was then, and talk about what changed, and why now you're swimming through the water like a freaking dolphin.
Oh, I was always afraid of the water. The doctors tell you not to go in the water. Not to go near the water. The doctors always tell you lots of stuff not to do. What changed was my daughter wanted to play in the pool. And so I got in and shallow end and played a little bit. And then after a while, I decided to jump in and do some cannonballs.
He actually played for a long, long, long time.
Yeah, so she had fun and we had fun, and that's why I got in the pool for my kids.
It was so much fun.
It looks like you guys have fun out there. So.
Are you kidding me? We have so much fun.
Yeah, I don't think I would have gotten in the pool without her. She wanted to go in the pool, so we went in the pool.
Yes, that is right. He disobeyed the doctor.
You doctor disobeyer, you. All right.